Okay, let's jump right in. It says circle pairs of numbers that make 10 in each problem. Then write the numbers that make the number sentence true. So this was kind of like the homework that was sent home this past week. So we can see in this first problem, we're going to circle 8 and 2 because they're going to make 10, and then your student has to find the answer. One of the easiest ways for them to find the answer, I recommend, is for them to make a number bond with those two numbers and show that it makes 10. Then they draw 4 circles for the number 4, and they can count on 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If your student isn't comfortable with the number bond, they can also just draw circles for each problem. I'll show that on the next one. So this one will be 14. Then I'm going to show you this one. For this one, they're not finding the answer anymore. Now they're finding a missing part. It's still the same direction, circle pairs of numbers that make 10. They should easily be able to find 5 and 5 make 10. Now they're going to have to be able to find 11 though. So they will have to use counting on. For this one, they won't be able to draw circles for each number. On the first one, they can draw circles for each number in order to find the whole, but over here it's a little different. So they can see that 5 and 5 are going to make 10. I'll show you the circle way. And then what they can do is draw the whole. So instead of just drawing 5 and 5, they'll actually count out 11 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, we know this is 10. 11. And then they'll circle, okay, 5, put it in a box. 5, put it in a box. So they can see that 1 is on the outside, and that's their answer. So they wouldn't do it how I did it. That was not a great example. They would just draw 11 circles, circle 5, and then however as many is outside would be their last number. I'll just show you one of these two at the bottom. So for this one, it's, I call it a double number sentence to the students because there's an equal sign and then another equation on the other side. So again, they're finding a missing part, but the missing part is on the other side of the equal sign, whereas over here, it was in front of the equal sign. So let's go down here and I'll show you the circle way this time, the actual circle way. 1 circle, 2 circles, 9 circles. And then they count all the circles, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we know that's 12. So then they'll write 12 in a box on this side. And they can separate the sides by drawing this line so that they don't get confused and draw 10 circles and then count them all and get 22. So they can actually start by drawing the line right here and then drawing all their circles. So it's 12 on this side, so they need to make it 12 on this side as well. They're going to have to use counting on, or they could start by drawing the whole. So they could start by drawing the whole. They know they need 12, so they'll draw 12 circles. And then they'll circle 10 circles. They'll put a box around 10 circles because that's how many they already have. And then they'll see the missing number on the outside is 2. This problem is a little bit weird, but that's how you draw the whole and then they circle it to find 2. It's basically subtraction, but this is just an easier way to do it, even though it's addition. I'm not going to go over this one. It's the same as this one. Okay, let's go to the next problem. On this problem, the most important thing is going to be that your students are labeling on the second part. So on this first part, oh, you know what? I forgot something on this problem. Got to circle the ones that are going to make 10. That is actually a point that they're going to receive on their test for circling the ones that do make 10. Bear with me for a second. My camera does not like being so close to the paper. All right, it'll refocus. Okay, so it says Hawk Girl has 3, and they like to stop and circle the numbers because that's what they're taught. 3 pennies. Wonder Woman has 4 pennies, and Black Panther has 6 pennies. Whose pennies make 10 altogether? One thing that I would have them do here, I'm so sorry, this keeps going out of focus. I'm literally holding the camera. I would have them label the numbers. So here, I would actually put HG for Hot Girl. So they remember that's Hot Girl. WW for Wonder Woman, and BP for Black Panther. That way they know whose is whose. And also, I'm not necessarily going to ask them to write out the whole word Hawk Girl, Wonder Woman, Black Panther. Although on their test, the names are a lot shorter. I just put these names here for a little bit of fun. So whose pennies make 10 altogether? Students should be able to identify Wonder Woman and Black Panther. If your student just writes this, they get their points. Now, if they want to write Wonder Woman and Black Panther have 10 pennies all together, hey, that's cool too. But this is all I need to see. Now, on part 2, this is where they're going to need to do the labeling. So again, it's telling the same story about Hawk Girl and Wonder Woman and Black Panther. Again, I'm going to label it like this because they may not remember it was Hawk Girl that had the 5. They may get confused in the end of the story if they haven't gone ahead and labeled these as such. So now down here, it wants to know how many pennies do they have all together. So they need to make a drawing and label it. So I tell them they would start by writing HG for Hawk Girl and then draw Hawk Girl's 5 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonder Woman's next. 1, 2, 3. And finally, Black Panther. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sometimes we make a drawing called a 5 group, and a 5 group just means that they go to 5 and then they start the next line. That way it's in rows of 5. I don't always make the drawings like that, but it's a strategy that they use. Now they have to make a number sentence, and this number sentence looks like this: blank plus, part plus part plus part equals whole. So students will have to remember that there are 2 plus signs on this side, and this is where these numbers come from. To make it a little clearer for your students, you can have them label each blank. This one is for Hawk Girl. This one is for Wonder Woman. This one is for Black Panther. And so it'll be 5, 3, and 7. And some students may circle the ones that make 10 as a strategy, but the answer is 15, and that's how they do that one. The labels are really important. They're getting points for labels on their test. Next. Okay, this is the one that's a little tricky that I really wanted to show you all. This one is write a number bond in each number sentence to show how to make 10. Your student is going to get confused here because there's already the answer here for them. What their job is this thinking. Okay, I want to make the big number 10. So I'm going to have to put a number bond on 4. They're breaking apart the number 4 to help 7 get to 10. 7's partner for 10 is 3. So that's one of the parts in the number bond. Then what's the other part that is going to make 4? Okay, 3 plus what equals 4? 1. Okay, I'll show another one to show a different kind of strategy that we can use. So on this one, they're going to get confused because the equal sign's in the front, but they'll recognize it and be like, oh, so the bigger number is 6. 5 is going to help 6 get to 10. So they're going to decide to break apart 5. The partner that 6 needs to make 10 is 4, but I don't know what number goes there. So what they can do is draw 5 and use that boxing strategy again. They already have the number 4 here. They put 4 inside a box, and they could see how many is outside of the box to show them how many would go here. That's all they do for all of these. This is a strategy that they can use in order to do that. And remember, you can help them make a 5 group drawing. Of course, this was only 5, but they make 5 and then they go down to the next row. That strategy is called a 5 group drawing. Okay, moving on. Thursday. Thursday's a little bit longer, but I didn't know how else to split it, so here we go. All right, Urbano. Urbano is actually our classroom puppet's name. Urbano has 4 Skittles in his mouth and 8 Skittles in his bag. 2 students drew the pictures below to show the Skittles Urbano has. Label the drawings with M and B for mouth and bag. Write a number sentence and go to go with each drawing. Okay, so first we got to label which one is the mouth and which one is the bag. This one is clearly a mouth. So hopefully this one won't be too hard for them. They'll label it with an M. This one is a bag. Over here, they'll actually have to do the counting. Okay, it says that he has 4 in his mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's the 4 for the mouth. Oops, we don't write 4, we write M for mouth. And then this one must be the bag. But again, they can count it out to see that it's 8 for the bag, and they write a number sentence for each side. 4 plus 8 equals 12. 4 plus 8 equals 12. And that's all this part is asking them to do. Very simple. Then they come down here. True or false, you have to start with 4 Skittles, then add 8 Skittles. I would encourage students, they can go ahead and start making their answer before deciding whether or not it's true or false. So for 4, what this is saying is you have to do 4 plus 8. If you do 8 plus 4, you're going to get the wrong answer. That's what this is asking. So that's going to be false. And students can find their answer by making the 2-number sentences like this. Or if they want, they can make what I call a mega number sentence, which may be the easiest way to show their answer. 4 plus 8 is equal to 8 plus 4. They can also draw a picture and switch it around where they draw 4, then they draw 8, and then they switch it and draw 8 first, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then draw 4. And so that's, they count it out. And to me, that shows that that is still going to make 12. And that's why the answer is false. They don't have to do all 3. This is the answer the way that I recommend, because it's showing what we call a true number sentence. And it's also the least amount of writing. There's more. All right. On the back, show 2 ways of adding the Skittles that show making 10. So that's what this whole unit is about, is making 10. So they're going to show making 10. What was it? 8 plus 4. So they can show making 10 by doing where they break it apart. 8 is going to need 2. 4 is going to then need 2 more. And that's making 10. They can also show it with a drawing. 8 plus 4 equals, and the drawing looks a little something like this. It's the 5 group drawing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 4 more. 1, 2. That's a 10. So they have to make another group. 3, 4. This is showing a group of 10 that they've made. Or if they don't draw it that neatly, if they draw it like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then they put 4 over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, they can just circle it, just like they did on their homework, and put all the 10 together. So these are actually 3 different ways that they can show making 10. I think this way with the drawing and this way with the drawing are the easiest for them. Down here, the very last part, Miss G has 9 Skittles in her mouth and 3 in her bag. Explain how it is that Miss G and Urbano have the same number of Skittles. Use words, math drawings, and numbers. So they're going to show, they can actually show another true number sentence. I call it a mega number sentence. So Urbano had 8 plus 4, and Miss G has 9 plus 3. Bam. These 2 are equal because they both make 12. Very simple. But again, they can also do 8 plus 4 equals 12. 9 plus 3 equals 12. They can show number bonds for these. 12, 8, 4, 12, 9, 3. The number bond is most likely going to be the easiest way. So your students might draw a picture to find the answer for 9 plus 3, draw a picture for 8 plus 4, and then find the answer and then make a number bond. Number bonds show it really quickly and easily. So you could tell your student to use a number bond. They can also draw the picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. I did not use 5 group drawing. Please encourage them to use 5 group drawing. And then 8 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4. All of this shows me that they're the same because they're going to make 12. This is just under 15 minutes, so you guys will get some points for this.